You failed before, and you told yourself it was bad luck, or bad timing, or that you just weren't ready yet. But what if none of that was true? What if the real reason you keep failing is sitting inside your own skull, working against you every single day? This isn't motivation. This isn't a pep talk. This is the actual neuroscience of why your brain treats your own success as a threat. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it.
Your brain has one primary job: not to make you successful, not to make you happy, to keep you alive. And to do that, it built a system called homeostasis, the biological drive to keep everything exactly as it is: stable, predictable, known. Now here's the problem. Success requires change. Growth requires discomfort. Achievement requires stepping into the unknown. And your brain registers all three as potential threats. So every time you get close to something better, your brain quietly pulls you back to what it knows. Not because it hates you, because it thinks it's protecting you. This is the comfort trap, and most people never even know they're in it.
Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance. When your actions don't match your beliefs about yourself, your brain experiences genuine psychological discomfort. Think about that. If you believe deep down that you are not someone who succeeds, then every time you start succeeding, your brain feels wrong, uncomfortable, misaligned, threatened. So it fixes the discomfort the only way it knows how. It makes you fail. You miss the deadline, you start the argument, you quit right before the finish line. Not by accident, by design. Your brain chose failure because failure felt familiar, and familiar felt safe.
There is a concept in psychology called self-concept theory. It says your brain builds a fixed image of who you are, and then spends enormous energy protecting that image, even when that image is hurting you. If you grew up being told you weren't smart enough, weren't disciplined enough, weren't the type of person who makes it, that became your identity. And success, real, visible, undeniable success, threatens that identity. Because if you succeed, everything you believed about yourself was wrong. And your brain would rather keep failing than admit it built the wrong story about who you are. That is how deep this goes. Most people have heard of fear of failure, but psychologist John Atkinson identified something far darker: fear of success, the unconscious terror of what happens after you win. New expectations, new responsibilities, a new version of yourself you don't know how to be. Failure has a strange comfort. When you fail, nothing changes. No one expects more from you. You stay exactly where you've always been. But success demands you become someone new. And that terrifies the part of your brain built purely for survival. So it chooses the devil it knows. Every single time. This is an abstract theory. Research in behavioral psychology shows a consistent pattern. People with low self-worth unconsciously reject opportunities that contradict their self-image. They procrastinate on the things that matter most. They self-destruct right before the breakthrough. They choose relationships, environments, and habits that confirm their limitations. Psychologists call these self-defeating behaviors. And they are not weakness. They are your brain running its oldest program. Keep the host alive. Keep the host familiar. Keep the host exactly where it has always been.
So how do you fight a brain that evolved over 200,000 years? You don't fight it, you reprogram it. Step 1. Name the pattern. The moment you feel yourself pulling back from something good, say it out loud. This discomfort is not danger. This is growth. Step 2. Attack your identity story. Write down 3 times you succeeded at something hard. Evidence rewires belief faster than motivation ever will. Step 3. Make success familiar. Small wins, every single day, until your brain stops treating success as a threat and starts treating it as the new normal. You are not rewiring motivation. You are rewiring identity. Let's talk about what this actually costs you. Not in theory, in real life. Every time your brain pulls you back, you lose something. The job you didn't apply for, the business you never started, the relationship you sabotaged right when it was getting real. These aren't coincidences. They are a pattern. And the most painful part? You blamed yourself every time. Here is what nobody tells you about breaking self-sabotage. Willpower doesn't work. Motivation doesn't work. Because both of those fight the brain directly. And your brain always wins a direct fight. What actually works is pattern interruption. Psychologists define this as deliberately disrupting an automatic behavioral sequence before it completes. In simple terms, you catch the brain mid-sabotage and redirect it. Here is how it looks in real life. You sit down to work on the thing that matters most. Suddenly you feel the urge to check your phone, clean the kitchen, do anything but that. That is the pattern activating. The interrupt is simple. Say this, out loud or in your head. My brain is trying to protect me from something it thinks is dangerous. This task is not dangerous. This is the work. Then do 5 minutes. Just 5. Because the brain's alarm system shuts down once it realizes the threat was never real. 5 minutes becomes 10. 10 becomes 30, and the pattern begins to break. But pattern interruption alone is not enough, because the root of all of this is not behavior. It is identity. Psychologist Carl Rogers said, "People do not resist change. They resist becoming someone they don't recognize. So the real work is not changing what you do. It is changing who you believe you are. And identity shifts happen through evidence, not affirmations. Not by telling yourself you are successful, by showing yourself you are capable. Every small promise you keep to yourself is a vote for a new identity. Wake up when you said you would. 1 vote. Finish the task you started. 1 vote. Say no to the distraction. 1 vote. None of these are dramatic, but your brain counts every single one. And slowly, the story it tells about you begins to change. From someone who fails to someone who follows through. That shift is the most powerful thing you will ever do for yourself, right now. In this exact moment, your brain is doing what it always does. It is scanning for reasons why this won't work for you, why you are different, why your situation is harder, why change is possible for others, but not for you. That voice is the program. And here is the only thing that matters right now. You have 2 choices. Close this video, go back to what feels familiar, and let the program keep running. Or you decide that today is the day you stop letting ancient survival software write the story of your life. The brain that got you here is not the brain you need to get where you want to go, but you have to choose to build a new one every single day. That choice starts now. Let's talk about what this actually costs you. Not in theory, in real life. Every time your brain pulls you back, you lose something. The job you didn't apply for, the business you never started, the relationship you sabotaged right when it was getting real. These aren't coincidences. They are a pattern. And the most painful part? You blamed yourself every time.